Gatco na pastike funds specialized natural mineral water so ka ho bi ena omudi musika asoya sena ene de woti enka ewo fidie so na momnum don kwaminu so no yatena se yebeka mu nsam so achiro na wie nuanu mienu a woti enka me mititi mame ama edu amene
Chumede hema ya ofoyuwa ye free kasiana senda ye first ye ewo mrashibedefie hono mone ine nimsem dada senche bia na my grand ye photo samfo ni nyamfo Dr. Kasiel atoba forcing kwagina simpini ya password na nyame ya domo afimpim ye no ne aduonu sia akoma bosika no kobo mu nkyeremu ede kyere ye ne na woka ho asem wie na ho akwakohia se mrashibedwa na kwatena se na nieja wodwetwe ne srani abasabia ne ekohu ne puma sebre no mo hunu sunsanso a edokwa kwiem wamoguso adane danyina wokomra shibedefia woka ho asem na enne no de ababutu dawa mrashibedefia no eba enesem ebro mokopie mu ewo mrashibedefia ho no mo yese wo mo eka eye budget ne ho asem wono na o my god ye photo samfo no nyamfo Dr. Kasiel atoba forcing wono so gina simpie ni apaso na ne wokasa no wose budget no beka ho asem na de ba ko am woka ho asem afa no ya kwan na kwantempo ahodo a 2026 budget ni mu mpanyifo ya adwene se wo mo be no makenka ho anase obepe ho asem na waka anase be ye bibia afa ho na sa expressway na no eye from Enkran akwapem Kumase kwantempo ne so na wo mo ka ho asem wono ka me kwakwa wese obi ye mrase bedwani o wasantemantemu a wono no bonyo so enti watwero ho krata akwara kwakọ mama mpanyini kire mampanyini se mampanyini enyimfiri no book mu se expressway na wo mo pese wo mo eye na faso bia enisom eno na wo kire mo kire se onipa na wo ye asade no eye nyanyamfo Francis Asanso Boachi a wo ye bantima abato mpese so wo mrase bedwani no no de na asema wo ka nyina ene se wo so da na wana anyo ho da biara da se onipa we betimi aye asade no ana eye sa onyanyamfo Asanso Boachi wo se wo hedi ne ho ya papa.
Mr. Speaker, to correct some impressions. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Asenso Boachi suggested that the proposed Accra-Kumasi Expressway is wasteful. And that we in the opposition opposed the dualization. Mr. Speaker, that cannot be the case. Mr. Speaker, I was surprised and amazed to see a colleague, member of parliament, particularly an MP from Kumasi, to describe the project as wasteful. Mr. Speaker, an MP of which the road is leading to his constituency will say that the road is wasteful. Mr. Speaker, to the extent that the said MP wrote to the president to say to the president that don't do that project. Mr. Speaker, I am surprised. I am surprised. I am surprised.
Wase ayane wawa papa paye na ne ho so adwere no nipa okasa yeye onyenyamfo Francis Asanso onyenyamfo Dr. Kasiel atoba forsan
Abusia guso mashebedwefie na onyenyamfo Alexander Afanyo Maken okopiem wefutu mpeso so no na gina mu ade hye omo ho wono kroya na domkumo mo mashebedwefie no oye womba no dani na wowura nso akasa ne nyina afa kwa mobosika na omobobo 100 dan chese atwatuo na bobo nwudie ne chese omototo adwere wo ho a mecha afimpim ye ne aduonu nsia de yi ena onyenyamfo Alexander Afanyo Maken sorry no kasai woni kasa na wo chese wono de ohunu se saa komomo sika ewrato force on foto samfo hime erebetu dwa ewo mashebedwefie na anonom wo so hwedin a ase enhyeda anya yibisa enkoyie na sentinum wo so wono de ohu pa ase ye cut and paste bisa no maye wo so hwe enya cut and paste anka wo se saa eye policies a woduo no keka ho anka be foforo kora se komodi bemunu wo se ni nyina o man fam bem eno na nam so achese ne won wa besi nanom wo dwene wo kora won tia se to no de wo sisu no atisu bienu aka na wogina simpie ni apaso no aka na ene de kira sai yade acha sa ko mobosika obode betu twei cut and paste die Abusian kamehwe ne na dia ma una so eben den na no achi no owe ya afanso owie no to aso no watch say sa policies ahodu akomobosika ma fimpim ye ne duonu nsia no omode ban no wose we dadadada di o e no masa akwofa be hihye ma enti hu so mpo eno na watch say we ne dia propaganda pa na che say eye finance minister ebe ye mashebedwafo no.
Having defended budget in good times and reforms in difficult ones, I have stood on both sides sides of this aisle, I have seen government rise and fall and witnessed both the best of our democracy and sometimes its worst. But Mr. Speaker, rarely have I encountered a budget statement so detached from reality, so hollow in its promises, and so dangerous in its implications as the 2026 budget now before us. This is not a document of hope. It is not a blueprint for transformation. It is not even an honest accounting of our nation's condition. This budget is built on propaganda, sustained by abandonment, and destined to deepen the suffering of ordinary Ghanaians. Mr. Speaker, simply put, this is not a budget. It is a national retreat disguised as a national plan.
Anya yekotie aye woni for Alexander afenyo mark was sahin wono ena yedom kuma no wonwa aye ba hyebedwefie nu wonba no dani onu kura ena jema de hye omo efutu empesua so
Wansan fofo mo no apostle nsa sore bi mu a ene din ne Esther Nana Afia Safo a ewrei enye ono nko a wo mo enem nante be ye mienu anasa miensa na ene ono ani kunu a wore leti adadam da sode ewrei atiesi be mai so ne ne na sempaboa wode ginja ma eni so saa na ne abro ne beatings de ene ade a wabo ma me ya bona na so wabo papa yi abono a ma wohwese ne ade no esifa ekwa no wani enya yintinom apostle nsa akwakoso ma mi mo ewo eye so no ewa hafo no sabaton peso ne so asante mantem na apostle nsem mo kan nyina no eyesem sa ayi violence ya na ekoso domestic violence ya ka ho asem no enye mema nko ana se manko ana ya na sa emra no edima wom obi ye be ma no oti awade ase na so ne yere etete no da sori a na yere bona na yere bonu a eho be hie papa so bekọ akọbo posifo se ne obomode akọdo sifo nchen ya akọbo ma ne se ma me me yere bo me enti mmeka bi ma me ne ade se ne amati me ko ba mane no sa pepe na mema so betimi aye saade na bia na we no esanse na ekoso na obi so gina nchen na ne watwefo de ese so video nti ena ne video ni timi kodo aposifo ensemu a wo mo so ye mu hwehwemu akohunu se da bia ho behia ense maame a wode yesana na afie safo no wo ba kire no edna kwakotwe na aposifo ekokomo afi onipa otoso mienu bia mo no ede eye owura Steven Ofowi wono so ka ho na wono so wo mo kire no e won kawe a na wo mo kire chese wono so sa wo sanye manua ekwaso ni mom afi mrantia miensa bia mo so wo mo ka ho no empempem ya kasa aposifo gusu a wo mo ehwe wo mo asem wo mo ka nyina na so wo mo so kire wo mo a odo me ba betwe aposifo kokomo na se nyamra ne tie no ene wo mo adi
awusia yeguso wonsenu ne ekopiem oboase eye kunka junction ewo ne yekwa kogina na ne se timemfom wo mpatem ho ya asema meken na se kura me boss yi ewo oboase west eye mensin mu ewo asante mantem na de hwem wo no musuen omuchima ene akwantempo wo ni nada atesom do mo nsa so mo so mo beye ni nada no mo de agu ho ene mfuturo na ekum won ene ade bechi ade se ni nada na mfuturo bo won saa wo mo to kwan nduane won kwaso krapo de ne de so mo na kranka omuchima mo breye pati obakoto sere wo so for hwe kwantempo so sam onimya for governance agboja ene mampedi jondrobani mahama ne chese omo mesim krachi pani no ma hyebedwe ni na mo made ambremai enti saa de ene chese opedi be ko de wie ye de no mu nyina eti ya no ewon siedo
ekwan de hayo ba truvat enum futuro no enum futuro ba ndi ekwan de oba me ye ba de a emwaye kura emwaye emfuturo ni accident ote kwa mpa na so esuru ani mu accident ombe ye wotu yi yen so ma be ye ni mu ye ya bridge nyina redo ma den ndi ani ani asa ato aso ama sa be ja kwa na so ato so sa mama ye na sa ne ka bi be shimu gutani ai Friday no accident bi esi wani yi ndi oti akura na usuru nyizo ndi esra banse omhwe no meye kwa na ma na sia de ye won kire wa nko abiri ko me wata so mpodi anke ni problem o me gusu ba kwa jese 1 week no ma sa be week ni kura mpo mpo be 1 month kura mu gusu da ne de bia futuro nko na we futuro
kwan hu ni atena ton ade abe 10 years ni ahaya ne o bana sen no o me twa gata kakaka wetua ama e de atorenchem bebere able etorebu a na ye ohoho a otekem ena abepila etorebu so akromani we ombe ye boka ebo bridge ni be 1 month no mo sa be dwiri bridge ni nyina gu ye ene ye sa bo kasa ye biem mi wa ne so no o mo sa na bridge we aso be je tax e wa ha eti esra ban ni se enmu ya no o hwe no mo nya ekwan ne ma evise ekwan ne mu ba ya omo mo kodu nkwa be ko straight omo mo ko bo ase no omo be di middle na omo mo ko no e ma go sro bi ama
anti we addition mu bi omo wo eyo obose kunka wo no ewo eyo obose atoye mensin mu wasante mantemu na wo de wo makosem to nsem twerefo ni titiru ene de chaman radio abusia eye na gusu koso de de munsem ebebrewu se de yapede munu na mu munsem ni nyina ye de ba be som wo na kan hunu se na so ni last day na sha meboa a che se eyi for that luma ne yile no mu mieni omoka ka omasem shine munsem nyina bebrewu ewo kasebo ni so no mlei emunsem nyina bomodi ane time tuku 5:30 na shia shine odi munsem nyina bebrewu Adom 90 enterprise men control say we no be here excavators any sunny any excavators with sunny XCMG any shantu inu ge ka ho nyina obenya bi ewo na so ye na wose men control say those are great the period machines akase ni nyina danom ebi ewo ho na che say India DNA anase China for so dia so no ebebrewu na bia na wosika sema ye bibia wo ntino wo tiska koto sa anu asa na oye ma services ka sema ye bibia wo ho nsi oto de na nso for ma yetini wose ne senti bra na so ye na ne metena se na monka se ne obetua sika ne nyina ama no na ne wode machine so ama wo na wo firi wo fi so no mode akwa Adom 90 health and beauty care wo yile na waja no na okofa okanchi media aka mo no hwe yo na bi obi de na akwa koduru kwoti se wo pese wo yile ne yete se wo side chick na bo mode akwa Adom 90 health and beauty care ebebua umma ne ndrondro yi binum ne ndiane yi bidia obosa afi na ne form ne gina so kama ne ho aye fefefe no asada ne akwada eno ya Adom 90 health and beauty care FM products ye bi wo ho daffy products ye bi wo ho seed and nuts pure honey ena chese India for aduane no so ebi wo ho wabofra ne so blonya ba fa ne ko baby ebeyi ni ti hwina no be fe ena na obi kwotena owie na pempempe ne yetuo de aka ni na aguso o se sai foforo bo wa hunu yi Adom 90 barber shop sebra ene wan kasa panimu kwa ebetwa wutiri na makama ene abofra so sanso na ebeye o shape ni kama ye ba huru wutirim kokoko nenne ni na den futuro egum ni nada ye ba huru ma na ye kama ena wose min kan chese sporty waves nso ye bio color dye color bia opebia pem cards ena hair dye ni na ye bi ena machine treatment so ewo ho enti trimika emo bi nada ba bla eye atechem green light Adom hardware builder no first floor ena abehu ye eya for 0248 783847 and 0208 123276 and ya Adom 90 enterprise na Anascience electrical say water cables sockets trunks LED bulbs lamp holders extension board heaters exhausted length nini na water bi ewo ho was in a home appliances water bi mesra blender ne generator ne television no emma wo ba no bro nyon kwatena wo bi dem ko television na ya enemre twam momodia ne ko Anascience na wo bi wo betumi atoma ne bo ne so eda form air conditioner ne so water bi na washing machine no wo boire ne sechi nyina tutu ena chesa kaka so ya ne sa wode biada ne sa hyensuom mesra washing machine to be man why no so ye person home theater nyina so ye ton bi na ni na emochi nya no kwa ne ton wo eba iPhones any phones bi a ye ton bi wo ho Android phones bi wo ho krampo a wo bi dan so ye ne a ye ton bi Samsung na phone covers and phone accessories ni nyina ye to bi wo meche phone na kade ni nada no ebi ewo ho enti bi sro wo hwe chi kwan ewo dunkwa atechem ye ne light up so no ena edi inhwani mo meche sorry no obetumi so for 0598 461355 and 0500471616 now wo phrase Anascience electrical sani abomodi age wo so say where quality cost less na wo fro fi pempa chopa bomodi na ko special eyes natural mineral water mami akosia prince wa bebo de ncha patem afo pa senye wonu anka mekura ka be hu bela kwa yi bi da wonu kwa na bia ba wa edu nkwa ase edwa maso ene senye wonu anka special eyes minum bi den na no sha kwaji bi ba ye menum to say yes insuo bi wo pa sa ede onu kwa na ton bi entina make sure say well dey na wo be ye ne boadi bomodia na kwa na kwaji bi wine specialized natural mineral water no obeton bia ma wo ena engagement no so sa akọ eyie no enkofo lungu so bia akọ 7 na on bedro mu krom na afenia no mo ne sebe no mu de o no ma ye fita de bia na wodi da so na so mesie yie ne wadi amekọ na mekọ ne wase sebe en science and say sure wo sebe ne nkọ yie mesira bomodia na ko specialized natural mineral water ene bela kwa so ye ebetumi aboa na ene bomodia na wechire kwai ewo dunkwa haya dunkwa so na abehu ye leader botry drugstore ho na yewo yesa so be praise bar no na bia opese ye ne de brewa ye de bebro bi woti wona na yewo nti bomodia efre ya ampa adawroma yafo wakunu 0545 805261 0545-805-261 ono ena ebetumi abo plastic phones sabo madia na beji abo fra ne tablet ni bi wo ho ena laptops ni Apple chargers iPhones ni nso de na accessories ni nyina woton bi wo ho ena phone cases headset wifi ena series watches e meme bo madia na kwaji bi wo na bebo perfumes be ma de eya sabio bo perfume na wo ire nso ne wo ga nso enhu se ni kuru na ebe ne kanchima na ebe na ye de iPhone camera lens nya ye ton bi quality men belt papa B iPhone back glass ye ton bi ena so person swap your phone and na say o person wo ton phone na bra ho ebetumi abo entem so bradon kwa techem bala store wa trader senior no o mobile de na soro ene wo for 0248 533396 0248533396 abusuya dwumako we ne dia aka wa kira ekire mere baba somo ena awie yi o mabomade aboa e na mmom ye to so ewo nsem ne mu October busumi ne da na to so aduonu miensa ni mu na oh my god na ye nyina yante asam de na nyina no se kane first lady ma me agman kredu Rollins wati na nanom ewon se do na ekoba na se busua be ya amamra ni amane na abanso ede ne ho ahye mu bienti wo ye se nyame ya adoma ne de yi ya nugu so ye kasai no na amamra ni amane kwaso no obeja ma me ne kwan pra na ne wode no akwakwahye ne bofo nsam enti state barrier kama kra koso ewo Independence Square ebusuani adofo ne abamu mpanyimfo nyina da hyem wo ho no mo na wode eye eja maame ne kwan na wabra na dwumadie no ekosore ne koba se ne ma wode won ba asase so no beka arecheche nsam atwato ede eja won maame kwan no masem mo ka nyina no eyesem asem na to won mo no kosem nie ebo mo pusare so ne nyina mo no de nyame pe na woye
believing that actions were either right or wrong and never settled for the uncommitted gray space in between. This clarity, rare in politics, made you an exceptional leader. You taught by example that doing nothing was never acceptable. Your conviction and insistence on action gave courage to the countless women and inspired a nation's democratic process. You lived a life of remarkable courage and resilience, Mom. You lived with an energy that was both generous and exacting, both full of knowledge and mystery. Time spent with you was always a lesson. To those who knew you, you were a visionary with sharp instinct. You had a way of seeing possibilities others missed. You brought hope to the end of every day, even through the sheer intensity of it all. Our father trusted you completely because you had an unfailing ability to perceive purpose and possibility. You discerned readiness long before he did. Your vision and strength reflected in every milestone he reached. You were far more than a right hand. You were strategic, clear-minded, and unwavering. You were strategic, clear-minded, and unwavering. You and Dad were in truth one another's partner. You were one another's pillars. As a mother, you were our protector, our advocate, our confidant, and most importantly, our friend. As a grandmother, you were incredible. You were funny, generous, playful, wise, strict, trendy, and above all else, you always found time for your grandchildren and understood each of them with remarkable insight. Your witty remarks, animated storytelling, and even your occasional blastings are dearly missed. Our chats and the joy of what believing that actions were either right or wrong, and never settled for the uncommitted gray space in between. This clarity, rare in politics, made you an exceptional leader.
We mame kunadu Ajiman Rollins ne ma enu munsama wodi eja wa mame kwan no ene ekotie ye na no atwe no ene ko mame da no e 31st December Women's Movement so awobe kenkai wo modie.
Nakunedo stood as a symbol of African womanhood. Tribute to Her Excellency Nana Kunedo Ajiman Rollins by the 31st December Women's Movement. Hearts weighed by sorrow, yet uplifted with gratitude, we, the women of 31st December Women's Movement, gather to honor the memory of our founder, our leader, our mother, Her Excellency Nana Kunedo Ajiman Rollins. Her sudden demise is not only a loss to our organization, but also a profound loss to our nation, Ghana, to Africa, and to all who believe in the power, dignity, and potential of women and children. Her passing brings up deep sorrow, yet we are comforted by the promise of Scripture. The memory of the righteous is blessed. Proverbs 10:7. Indeed, the memory of Her Excellency Nana Kunedo Ajiman Rollins is a blessing to all of us. Her Excellency Nana Kunedo Ajiman Rollins' vision was bold.
NDC Amanyo Kone so kenkai wone die.
Tribute to a trailblazer, Nana Kunedo Ajiman Rollins. With hearts full of reverence, the National Democratic Congress today bows to honor a woman whose life changed the course of our nation, Nana Kunedo Ajiman Rollins. She was not only a first lady, she was boldness personified. She was the very heartbeat of a movement that reshaped Ghana's political, social, and democratic landscape. From her early years at the Ghana Tourist Board and the Union Trading Company, she engaged directly with the struggles of ordinary women. These encounters ignited in her a fierce determination to fight for dignity, justice, and opportunity, especially for women whose voices had been ignored. In the restless Ghana of the 1980s, she did not stand at the margins. She stepped into the arena not merely to support a revolution, but to define one. A founding of the 31st December Women's Movement was one of the boldest acts of leadership in our national history. What began as an idea became a nationwide transformational engine that empowered women, millions of women, nurtured community leadership, and restored confidence in those who had once been invisible.
Na answokra yine egusua eye Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama so ekopie muase a wono so ede ni tribute ekoye nemum wonipa wogina Ghana mampani John Dramani Mahama nemu ekinkama no eye Mama Joyce Bawa wochirema maami wabon homade pa eba manwese maami di mu akotene eba ematitie mu so maami di mu akotene wose Ghana die yeremfi maami ida.
She believed was right for Ghana. As First Lady, she redefined the role and transformed it into a platform for national development. Through her inspirational leadership of 31st December Women's Movement, she expanded opportunities for women and girls, especially in rural communities where support was most needed. She championed literacy programs, reproductive and maternal health, early childhood education, and economic empowerment initiatives long before these became central themes in our national development agenda. Her work touched thousands of families, and laid the groundwork for many of the gender-sensitive policies and social interventions that Ghana benefits from today. In public life, Nana Kunedu was assertive, principled, and unyielding in her convictions. She was never afraid to push boundaries or to stand alone when her conscience. She brought energy, clarity, and purpose to every space she occupied with them. Her passing is a profound loss, not only to her beloved family, to whom Lordina and I extend our heartfelt condolences, but also to our nation. It marks the closing of an important chapter in Ghana's politics, a life that challenged our nation to think boldly and to invest in the potential of its people, especially its women and children. On behalf of my family, on behalf of the National Democratic Congress, and on behalf of a grateful nation, I honor her memory. May her beautiful soul rest in perfect peace, and may her legacy continue to guide us toward a more just, inclusive, and equitable Ghana. Fare thee well, Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rollins. Ghana will remember you.
Wasi Ghana ebe kaini dani deni na Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rollins. Asesi wenye ni baby kwa na hunsam ne de kwa so we ne ye na sina me no ka sai de mapede mu no e de ko amusie ye enti maami ye hu ni biem na mmom fe TikTok mum omo ba so adum de ko ejina so de den ne wasi baby wachi awai sanso ena bush doctor wasi wo hwe free offense so Ashanti region na wachi ana natabo no pa bush doctor yo na natabo ebeti wa ogusuwa etiyentu wo tie di woken na sanso obi say God first born nyame abakan also please what he did she got as in would he say what he say 73 years why 73 years in a mammy dating animals. Do na ewa hanemum, Maminka air ducts go bomadia for Uska ko do inquiry teachers cooperative credit union ebepo na ko shares account ni bi ewo. Uhwe na omochi akwai ewo dun kwanemum emie bi wo ho mo wo ho. Ebi de sese hwi be kwai wo se kropo dia so enso omo wo ho. Na dun kwa no matena ekase ewo. Kani fish corporation ho no mo wo. Na mo ben air forestry commission from 0332 228 000. Don't call me. Mr. Bomadia na bra why the 200 cities there sheda nye sikabia bra niambo hu de roma wo obomadia agi ahometrofo ya no afro na ebo na yokro kan frɛ Mr. Shenenso 0245 600 another nine mum na meka 0245 600 958 0245 600 958 ewusia dwumeko wei ene dem di ka bobo so na wiabi omdo muska eso ya sene sanse ka sebon de ne hwam ene de besumwi na mum enuanu mienu ene etena se apare fo ye de boy ye buwo shan ye da asese de ko Facebook ne so na wona won so ni amreti enso ye mamoniti wan ye nso ye betena se me mamme amma eduwa mene
Chumada hema ya oforiwa
lunch cafe etwa so amma